Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today I'm going to review one of my favorite characters in the MCU. I'm talking about Wanda Maximoff. And to do this review, I will need my reality-altering powers. Today I will review Iron Studios' Wanda Halloween version. Let's begin! Iron Studios' Wanda Halloween version from disneyplus series WandaVision. Let's begin! Okay guys, let's check now the outer box for Iron Studios' Wanda Halloween version. And as you can see, it's a printed corrugated box. We have Wanda posing down the stairs. And at the center of the box, we can appreciate Wanda herself in the middle. It has a spot varnish with a glossy finish. Really nice. On every corner there is printed information, guys. On the top left we have Marvel Studios' WandaVision. On the top right we have the scale of the statue, which is 1/10 scale. On the bottom left corner we have the name of the figure, Wanda Halloween version. And on the bottom right we have the logo of the company. Of course, we have Wanda herself in the middle. Her expression is as if she was looking at you in a calm and pleasant way. Moving to the side of the box, we just have Wanda Halloween version and the Iron Studios logo on the bottom. Now let's check out the back of the box. We have a printed artwork of the finished product, Wanda coming down the stairs. And below we can see the hashtag Iron Studios there. Now on the other side we have the logo of Iron Studios on the top, and on the bottom we have Worlds to Collect. This is the other side of the box, guys. Now let's check the top of the box. We have a spot varnish logo of Marvel Studios' WandaVision and some printed words of Wanda Halloween version. And that's it. That is the outer box for Wanda Halloween version. Let's check the inner package. Now we can see here the inner packaging. Wanda is protected by a styrofoam box that is assembled in two parts. And on the front of the styrofoam box, we can see the words Iron Studios. Now let's check the contents of these styrofoam boxes, guys. As you can see, we have in one half box Wanda, the figure, safely protected under all this styrofoam. The other box we have Wanda's staircase diorama, guys. Now let's get each part out of the box, guys. Wanda Halloween version from Iron Studios comes in two parts. First the figure and then the staircase. Both come with paper tissue, guys, wrapped around them for extra protection against scratches. Ah, wow, look at that, absolutely beautiful. We still haven't assembled Wanda into the staircase and she looks absolutely fantastic, guys. Now let's take the tissue paper off the diorama, guys. And now I will show you how to assemble both pieces, guys. And of course you can see the metal peg that Wanda has on her right foot, guys. The hole is on the middle stair of the diorama, guys. As you see, you must make sure that the left hand is resting on the handrail. You place Wanda like this, and it's a little bit tricky because you don't want to scratch the paint when assembling this figure, guys. But oh, finally, you must make sure, guys, that the boot goes all the way down, because if not, your statue is going to appear like floating. Not that Wanda cannot float, but she wasn't floating here, guys. I have to admit it, I tried several times, but here we have her all assembled, guys. Really, really great. Okay guys, here we have Wanda walking down the stairs while she grabs the handrails and gives a motherly smile, as of course she is going to celebrate Halloween with her husband and 2 children. In the series, she quickly runs down the stair while Pietro Quicksilver plays with them. What stands out about this figure are those amazing glossy globes, which give the figure a very distinctive colorfulness. Also, her cape looks very nice, especially below her neck where the cape is tied up. Those small details makes this statue so great, guys. The only plastic parts in this figure are the cape and the wimple, guys. The face mask. And of course the cape is beautifully crafted to give you this wind blowing effect as she walks down the stairs. The wimple is also hard plastic and nicely sculpted around Wanda's face. Now let's check out the sculpting details on this figure, guys. And starting with the head. As you can see, these strands of hair, which you can see them on the front and on the back as well, give you this feeling that Wanda is moving while she's climbing down the stairs, of course. The face is a work of art. You can clearly see the lines that are sculpted to showcase the cheeks. Really nicely sculpted, guys. And of course, the sculpted mouth that shows Wanda's subtle smile. Moving to the torso, she has this amazing sculpted leotard. And on the upper part of the leotard, you can really appreciate the detailed wrinkles, as you can see there. Now, moving to her arms, you can clearly see the globes are really beautiful. Beautifully sculpted with all the details in the wrinkles, guys. I cannot stop saying that the gloves are what stands out about this figure, and they are nicely sculpted. Moving to the legs, which is nicely sculpted, guys, especially in the knee area, in both legs. And also, you can see the nicely sculpted boots, where you can also see the wrinkles clearly. Very nicely sculpted. And this is surprising for me. Didn't expect that level of detail in this figure. Okay guys, let's check out the painting applications for this statue. And starting with the hair, as you can see, she has brown paint with some black wash. Moving on to the face, her eyes of course are painted in green, very nicely painted, with some black lines surrounding the green eyes. The eyebrows of course have been painted in brown. And then the mouth has been painted in a glossy red. The cape is painted in red with glossy finish. It does have some black shading on the bottom. The leotard is painted in red with some brown painting on the sides of the leotard. There are some painted lines on the hips as well. And of course the globes are painted in glossy red. You can also see some glittering here. And finally the legs are painted in pink and the boots are painted in red. And that's it for the painting application of the figure of this Iron Studios Wanda Halloween version. Okay guys, here we have the accessory for Wanda Halloween version Iron Studios. And the accessory of course is the base. It's nicely crafted and painted. As you can see, we get 3 stairs. They resemble a wooden set of stairs, nicely painted in brown with some black washes there, as you can see. And moving on to the handrail, also nicely crafted with the brown handrail there on the top. And also the base of the handrail is nicely crafted and painted in white. Is a nice, very nice design. And also the base, it resembles a wooden base with some patterns as well on the floor. And of course, the circular base has also some patterns which make it look like an old style house. Really nice. On the bottom part of this base, we can see Wanda, Iron Studios, of course, Marvel. This figure, of course, is based on the disneyplus WandaVision. And particularly this statue comes from the 6th episode, which was called All New Halloween Spooktacular, where she dresses in this Halloween costume. But it is, of course, a nod to her original costume in the comics. Of course, she appeared, as I remember, as I read the comics, she wore this cool costume. So the fact that they brought it to a live action series was really, really cool. So obviously in the series she wore this costume in order to go out with her children dressed in her Halloween costume. In the series, of course, she describes this costume to her family as a Sokovian fortune teller. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, give a like, and I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.